make it happen. And last,
tropical storm strength, but here's still another one of those leading edges of the feeder band coming down right toward you there from St. Augustine, where the flooding has been immense, into Palm Coast, Flagler Beach, down to Ormond Beach yet again. Now, the rainfall totals over here are still pretty significant. In the last several hours, the eye seems to be trying to get its act together out here over the open water. And so we're talking about a situation that's going to improve eventually, if not rapidly. I think rapidly has to wait until tomorrow. Tonight's more gradual. My reporting station in Palm Coast has kind of been knocked out. I mean, if you damage up here, it's going to take out a reporting station too. 29-mile-per-hour wind Daytona Beach, 28 Ocala, 22 in Orlando. So these winds are looking better. But look at this. Down here in southern Brevard County, from northern Brevard down to southern, down to Melbourne, 25-mile-per-hour wind in Melbourne. And the wind gust right there in Cocoa Beach has been 48 and 54 miles per hour was the gust in the last hour at the Cape. So it's over, but you know what? It's not really over. It's just starting to get a little better, and I'm afraid some of the suffering from the flooding is still just beginning.
Yeah, Tom, unfortunately. Thank you. And as Ian moves out to sea, we are getting a bird's eye view of its destruction in southwest Florida. Just take a look at this. Aerials show the devastation in Fort Myers Beach, typically a hotspot for tourists, decimated by the Category 4 storm that hit. Air has cut off the causeway to Sanibel Island. Look at that gap in the middle. That used to be connected. It's stranding people on the other side.
Well, Sanibel, going out to Sanibel, where you have destruction of that. And that's something that we obviously will rebuild, but that's not something that will happen overnight. And so most of what's being done to assist is air operations, since you can't get there on the ground.
All right, let's take you back to Fort Myers Beach now. You saw the destruction from above. Here is what it looks like on the ground. Debris everywhere. Buildings, businesses, West Florida.
In Central Florida, Eric Von Anken saw one firsthand along Lee Road. The
building was knee-deep in spots, and it was starting to seep into the rooms, filling up the first floor. So when the National Guard got here, people were relieved and grateful. In their arms was everything they owned, clothing mostly, a few,
and so